Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. We have two guests with us now, both from Also Youth Inc. Donna Hanley is the executive director and Molly Swift is their program coordinator. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Well, we appreciate being
Oh,
asked.
wonderful. Well, we'd like to know what Also Youth stands for, so how about if we start there?
Okay. Well, the word also stands for advocacy, leadership, support, and outreach.
And can you tell us a little bit about what your services are?
Sure. We're a small nonprofit here in Sarasota. We've been in existence for about 24 years, and we provide ALSO to youth ages 13 through 21 with a specific focus on the LGBTQ population of youth in the area and their allies. So we have a drop-in center here in Sarasota that's open 4 afternoons a week. And we also have a satellite program that we've had for about a year now down in Venice. And so I have a staff that goes down there on Friday afternoons to provide services and support as well.
And what time? When do you do that?
So
down in
the
Venice?
hours during the week, Tuesday through Friday, are basically 2 to 6 with some changes in there. And then the same thing down in Venice, it's 2 to 6.
And what services do you provide specifically?
Well, you know, let me tell you why we actually do what we do. A little bit over 24 years ago, a group of adults really started to recognize that kids were struggling with various stressors. Rejection, these are more LGB kids at that point. Transgender youth weren't as out and open as they are now. But the adults started to see that there was a high level of rejection, homelessness, bullying, teasing.
Awful.
And as a result of that stress, these youth started to experience mental and medical risk factors at a rate higher than their peers. And these adults wanted to provide some level of support. And it actually started out as a hotline. And it was 24 years ago, so they had a pager. And youth would call that pager. And then over time it became recognized that they actually wanted to meet with these youth face to face and offer a little more support.
So to this day, we operate as a drop-in space in both centers. We do provide activities and programming that we believe provides support, opportunities for youth to interact with others going through similar situations, adults who are aware of their needs and their issues.
Okay, like what, Molly, for example? Just give us an example
Sure.
of what you do.
Our newest, for the last year we've been having a transgender and gender expansive support group for kids 21 and under, there's no minimum age, to speak with other kids who are transgender. And there's a transgender adult and a social work intern, who's myself, that co-facilitate the group. And the parents of these kids actually meet in Donna's tiny office. So there's an impromptu or an ad hoc parent group as well.
All right, so it's just having a conversation that these young people need to know that they're not alone out there. There's a lot of other people who are either, dealing with the same issues that they are, and that, there's somebody out there, to help them. That's wonderful. And
we find that LGBT youth oftentimes don't feel comfortable participating in things in schools or in their communities. So that's another part of what we do. We are connected with various other youth serving organizations and the arts organizations to take youth out into the world, to empower them to feel proud of who they are and to be able to be themselves when they're out in the community.
And we provide leadership opportunities for them too, for them to have a platform for them to speak to the public about their own concerns.
Okay, so these are all things that you want the community to know. Is there anything else? Is there any way that the community can help you with what you do?
Well, we provide education and outreach, and we've been doing that very intensely this year. So we've gone out to provide trainings to organization staff members because we recently just did one for the Guardian Ad Litem group. So we had a group of about 90 volunteers that we gave information and education on LGBTQIA and best practices for working with those youth.
Right. But there's things that other people in the community can do. I was on your website and it says to get involved. I mean, you can help with answering the phone, the computers, mailings?
We have multiple volunteer opportunities.
Okay.
So we have volunteers and interns that come into the center. We also have people who join our committees and who also join our board. And they help us with events and a lot of the detailed information that you just mentioned.
Okay.
So getting in touch with us and getting to know us, what our needs are, and then being an ambassador for also youth in the community. If you know a neighbor, a sister, a
Sure.
friend who has an LGBTQ member of their family,
They should reach
so,
out to you.
Yeah, or if you work in a space where you believe that there needs to be an inclusion training, we
Yes.
do offer those things. So
Okay.
getting in touch
Great.
and raising awareness.
All right. And where can our viewers go to find you? What's your website and a phone number if you have it?
Our phone number is 941-951-2576. And our website is also youth.org.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for all the important work that you do in the community. Appreciate it.
welcome.
And
Thank
thank you
you.
for being here.
Thanks.
Of course.
If you're looking for something to do in Sarasota, you'll definitely want to stick around. When we come back, we'll tell you where you can find everything under the sun to do right here on the Suncoast.